Kadei shorchat kapas yachat magid rachta maitzi matzah.
One of, if not the most famous reason why we eat matzah on Pesach is to commemorate the fact that when Bnei Israel left Mitzrayim, they didn't have time for the bread to rise, and they were left with matzah. There are a couple questions that can be asked about this, and the first one is, why was that the case? Why was it that Bnei Israel left Mitzrayim in such a hurry that they didn't have time for the bread to rise? Why didn't Hashem tell us earlier what time we were supposed to leave? And once we got to the point where we were rushing, why didn't Hashem take us out a little later? How did it happen that on the biggest day in the history of Klal Yisrael, the day when we were leaving Mitzrayim, we were late, and we were running late, and there wasn't time for the bread to rise? How did that occur, and why did it occur? And secondly, if that's really what matzah represents, a timing error by Bnei Israel, why is matzah such a symbol of the Yontif of Pesach, such an important, integral part of the Seder, something so significant? If all it is the fact that we didn't have enough time to bake bread, why is it that we put such a highlight on this mitzvah of matzah that it is such a significant mitzvah so many generations later? I heard a beautiful answer from Charlie Harari, who explained that when a person wants to change something and to really effectuate significant change that is everlasting, you have to do that change in an instant. You have to take something upon yourself right away, immediately. You have to run out in a hurry. You can't put it off. Every year when it comes to Aseret Yimei Tshuva, most of us say, we'll do something different next year. I'll do this differently. I'll do that better. And somehow we always find a way to push it off. I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week, or I'll do it next month. And unfortunately, we come to the Aseret Yimei Tshuva and the Yom Noraim of the next year making those same promises, promising ourselves that we'll do those same exact things. Why is that the case? Because unless you take upon yourself to do something immediately, to run, to do it quickly, to leave in a hurry, so to speak, you will not be able to implement that significant change that you want in your life, that lasting change. When Klal Yisrael left Mitzrayim, Mi Mitzrayim Gel Tanu Mibeis Avadim Pidi Sanu, Reb Chaim explains that there are two different geulos that happened when we left Mitzrayim. There was the physical geula from the Shibud, we left Mitzrayim, but there was also a status change of Klal Yisrael, Pidi Sanu. When someone redeems Meiser, they actually change the status of the food. Klal Yisrael's status changed to that of Klal Yisrael, to that of Ovdei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, instead of Ovdei Paro. Klal Yisrael had to implement that change, and to do so, they had to run out. We couldn't put it off. We couldn't wait another minute. By design, it was something that had to happen in an instant. We had to rush out. We couldn't have time to take our time and to bake that bread. And that's why matzah is so significant. It's not just that it was a timing error. That timing error was by design. Matzah symbolizes what it took for us to change into the nation of Klal Yisrael, Pidi Sanu, to be redeemed from Mitzrayim. The process of running quickly with no time left whatsoever, of implementing everlasting change in who we were, is symbolized by matzah. May we all have a Chag Kosher v'Sameach and a wonderful Pesach.